Good morning, everyone. It is 4:30 in the morning. I'm right outside of Oklahoma City, heading in. I'd like to thank all of you guys for praying for my granddaughter, Raylan. She came out with no problems. It was a minor surgery, but they had to put her to sleep, and when they put them to sleep, that just that can be dangerous. So I really appreciate all of y'all for praying for me, for her. I got a lot. Maybe some of you seen. I made a video. I got a sword from Battling Blades, and it turned out to be a piece of junk. And so we did a destructive thing. But I also got a couple of two-handed machetes, and I got 4 polyurethane swords, which are practice swords. So I mean, that's something I do, a hobby. But I got out there in the yard with my machetes. These are only like $35, $40 machetes, so I don't worry about them as much as I would my $300 sword. But I got out there swinging those things, and man, my arms and shoulders are sore. I tell you what, old age is not for wimps. I smell like Bengay right now because I've been having to put it on. It's just torture. But I got to thinking about, those guys, the mighty men of David. I think it's 2 Samuel chapter 23. That's where you'll find them, where these guys, one guy fought so long that he couldn't even let go of his sword afterward. I mean, what men. And remember, everybody's got their prime, and of course these guys were probably in their prime, and in my prime I could probably have done a lot better too, but I tell you, I'm past my prime. Remember the mighty men of David? They told David there at the end of his life, they said, yeah, you can't go to battle with us no more, because he would be fatigued, he'd be killed in battle. The great mighty warrior David, who could throw a stone just as good with his left hand as he could his right. The Bible said that his arms were like cables. So but even the mighty great David got old. And boy, I have too. My right shoulder is killing me. I don't know what I did. But I sure appreciate all of y'all praying for Raylan. And I haven't made a video in a while, so I figured I'd make one. We're back on the road. Probably be out. We'll probably go in a couple days before Christmas, and then stay out for Christmas. They messed us up on our bonus because if we would have stayed out all 3 holidays, we would have got a big bonus, but they didn't. I guess they didn't have nothing, and they raised their bonus, so a lot more drivers were staying out this year, I guess, than usual. But we're going to go out. We're going to go back in a little bit before Christmas, and then come back out. It is the Christmas season. Now I know that Jesus was probably not born on December 25th, and that there's a lot of paganism and everything, but I don't think there's anything wrong with celebrating the birth of Christ anytime you can. And of course the world celebrates Santa Claus and Christmas trees and the Yule log and all that's really paganism. I was reading in Zechariah. I'm doing a study on Zechariah again. I got Brother James Knox's book on Zechariah, because that's always been a book that I struggled with understanding. And I think it's in chapter 2 or chapter 3, and it talks about ho-ho coming from the north. And I wonder if that's talking about Santa Claus. I don't know. I read, I'm only like to chapter 4 in his book, and you know, I've read quite a few commentaries. I still don't get it all. The horses and the myrtle trees and all that stuff. I mean, I know what the commentaries say about it, but it just hadn't been made clear to me. But anyway, it's a good study. That's a rough book for me to understand. Probably the hardest one in the Bible for me is Zechariah. So if you got a clear notion on Zechariah, and you could just, you know, the later chapters I get, it's those early chapters that just blow me away. Joshua the high priest and all that, the red horse with the white spots, you know, there's a lot of a lot of symbolism. And I mean, I hear, well, this is talking about the 4 horsemen, all that stuff. I've heard all that, but I don't know. It's just not. It's just kind of a rough book for me. So if you got all understanding about that book, leave it in the comments. I'd like to hear about it. Who are these horsemen and who are these horses? All that good stuff. Anyway, the mighty men of David, they were mightier than I. I swung that, I wasn't out there that long, and then I got out there with them polyurethane. These are practice swords. I got out there with my grandkids, and I got 4 of them, so I had one and I armed them, and they like to beat me to death with those things. But we had a lot of fun playing around, but man, I'm paying for it today. So y'all keep me in your prayer, and maybe read that story about the mighty men of David, and I think it's 2 Samuel 23, or somewhere in that area, and the great deeds that they did. Anyway, remember to read your Bibles, folks, and pray without ceasing. Again, thank you for all your prayers for Rayla, and God bless each and every one of you.